Our tax system, as it stands, creates barriers between people because it's basically unfair. Those at the top of society, those with the most money, actually pay less in tax than they should do, and that leaves an unfair burden on the rest of us, both in terms of tax and indirectly as a result of the spending cuts that are having to be made because there's not enough tax coming in. One of the reasons why there is a problem with the tax system is tax avoidance. This is a multi-billion-pound business. The government estimates at least £35 billion a year. Other people put the figure over £100 billion a year. And it's a business. Companies pay accountants large amounts of money to avoid paying tax. They also evade paying tax, which is illegal. Avoidance is legal, but it's certainly not moral in an age of austerity. And there's actually a very fine line between what's avoidance and what's evasion. And we think it's totally unacceptable that companies spend so much time and effort to avoid paying tax when the country is in the state that it's in at the moment. As Christians, we should care about tax and tax avoidance because it's fundamental to the common good of society. We need taxes to be paid in order to pay for the good of society, to pay for welfare, to pay for schools, to pay for hospitals. If people don't pay tax, then that undermines the common good, and that is something which is fundamentally immoral and something which Christians certainly need to consider and to speak out about. As individuals, we might feel quite powerless to do anything about tax, but actually if we band together we can speak powerfully with a common voice. Last autumn we launched a campaign on tax avoidance. We got church leaders to jointly sign a letter to the Chancellor, and we encouraged ordinary Christians around the country to email the Chancellor. Over 700 people did, and as a result of that, the Chancellor changed a specific tax measure, closed a tax loophole that's saved the country over £120 million. Ordinary Christians do have a voice, but we have to speak out. We have to make that voice count.